Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. We are here for Game 2 against the Pirates here in Pittsburgh. It's a regular lineup day after we dropped yesterday's game 1-0. Stitch, obviously, like I said, 1-0, so Stitch obviously didn't pitch badly, but AAA guys just couldn't come through with a run. Had some chances, but just couldn't get the timely hit. So, see if today goes any better or if this is the start of another losing streak. See, the regular guys are actually, they've been on a bit of a losing streak. Although I think they did win their last one, I think. But it was not easy. Riho on the mound. Don't know if we've seen him or not. I'm guessing we probably have earlier in the year. Numbers aren't looking great, but you never know any given day. Kester to lead things off today. He grounds this one to third. Blum takes care of that. One pitch, one out. Here's Marvin. He's going to bat right-handed. He will look at strike one. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Well, here's Chief. It's been a little bit cold as of late. He's been, well, I was about to qualify that statement, and he promptly puts one out on the walking ramp out there. His 6th home run of the year, 433 feet, no doubt, out there into left field, and the Squirrels up 1-0. I was just getting ready to say he's actually hit the ball fairly hard, but it's been right at fielders for the past couple games he's been in. But no fielders out there, at least not ones that count in the scorebook. So Terry's at the plate. He's got an 0-2 count. He will pop this one up. Rivas should have this to end the inning. There it is. But the Chief gives the Squirrels a 1-0 lead to start the game. So you'll see the normal lineup in here for the Squirrels. Jonathan on the mound. Actually, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I assumed it was Chris Duffy. He's been leading off for them for a couple years now. But I didn't actually pay attention to know that until just now. He's going to line this one just foul. Gives him an 0-2 count. Up the middle, that'll get through Jonathan and out into center for a base hit. Leadoff single for the Pirates. Luis Rivas at the plate. He looks at strike one. Pop up to short. Joey waiting. One away. Here is Jack Wilson. Also looks like Duffy got back without hurting himself. That's been a problem lately for teams, including ourselves, is hurting, getting players hurt diving back to the base. Jack Wilson gets a base hit, so 2 on with 1 out. Xavier Nady at the plate. Jonathan having to pitch out of some trouble early. Try to make that home run from Chief stand. He's got Nady at a 1-2 count. Fastball too high. Nady lays off. Another fastball, this one down and in. We got a full count with 1 out. Runners stay put, and this is fouled away. We'll try again. Swing and a miss, gets that fastball by him. I'm surprised he didn't try a palm ball in there. All gas. There's a palm ball, and he gets Johnson to swing and miss. Johnson historically has hit us pretty well. That one wasn't hit so much, just a few feet in front of the plate. Jonathan ends up fielding it and getting it to first. Maybe should have been Tom's ball, but hey, it works. So 1-0 Squirrels as we go to the second, where Frank will lead things off. That fastball inside, possibly low as well. And then a swing and a miss on a slider. Swing and a miss on a curveball. Frank way ahead of both of those pitches. And looks at a backdoor slider for strike 3. Here is Tom. I didn't pay attention when Terry was at the plate. I think Tom is still just 1 home run behind for the team lead here in the waning days of the season. Tom with the 1-2 count, and he will hit a line drive into right field, and that'll get down for a base hit. 1 on, 1 out. Here's Zach. It's probably been his worst offensive season of his career this year. It's got a 2-1 count. This one too low, 3-1. That'll be a base hit into left center. Tom stays at second, so runners on first and second for Joey. Still just the 1 out. Oh no, got hiccups now. That's great. First pitch out of the zone. Rijo having some trouble finding the plate here as he gets a swing and a miss there. Gets the call on that backdoor slider, 1-2. Ground ball towards the middle. Throw goes to second, on to first in time, and that will end the inning. So still a 1-0 Squirrels lead as we go to the bottom of the second, where Jeff Blum will lead things off. First pitch, fastball for strike 1. Another called strike to make it 0-2. Curveball out of the zone. Blum does not chase it. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 down. Here's Aviles. He's been catching here for a couple years now. So he looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. And this pitch down and out. Outside again, makes it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down, here's Niger Morgan. Which I didn't look to see if he's taken over since the September call-ups, or if he is starting here because of a trade, or just, I don't know exactly the story here. He smacks this one right to Chief, and that will end the inning. 1-0 Squirrels as we go into the third. Jonathan will start things off for the Squirrels.
Number 1, Jonathan, pitcher.
Starts off with ball 1. There's a strike on a fastball. Curveball for strike 2. And this is fouled away. Still 1-2. That curveball too far inside. Fastball in there for strike 3. 1 down. Rijo with 3 strikeouts the first time through the Squirrels order. Kester not one of those. Has an 0-2 count in this at-bat. And just outside on that slider, didn't quite make it back to the plate. Fouled straight back. Aviles can't hold on to the tip. That slider's too far inside. We've got a 2-2 count. Line drive into center field. That'll be a base hit. 1 on with 1 out. Marvin, he was a strikeout victim the first time through. As they check over on first. Probably not a bad idea for the Pirates. Kester is a stolen base threat, unlike most of the team. Doesn't stop the rest of the team from running, but they're not threats. Marvin flies out to right field. Nady throws behind Kester, but he is back safely. Chief homered in his last at-bat. 1 on with 2 outs. Slider called a strike to open this at-bat. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's right, you get a lot of passes for striking out when you lead off the game with a homer. So 1-0 Squirrels still. Riho is going to be up for the Pirates in the bottom half of the inning. Jonathan starts him off with a palm ball, and it's not particularly close. There's a swing and a miss on a fastball. Ground ball to second, Kester to first, 1 away. 3 strikeouts for Jonathan, the first time through the Pirates order. Duffy, not one of those. He got a base hit to start off the game. Looks at a curveball, down and away. Fastball inside, 2-0. And that's a bit too high, it's 3-0. Curveball swung on, 3-0. I think it would have been a strike anyway, but still maybe a bit of a surprising swing. Pop back up to Jonathan. There's the second out of the inning. Rivas popped out in his first at-bat. Looks at a curveball for strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. We go to the 4th inning. Still 1-0 Squirrels. Terry's going to lead things off for Indianapolis. That's what I thought. He's at 15 home runs, which is down. We're not a heavy home run hitting team anyway, but Terry usually ends up in the 20s at least. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen this year. He grounds out a deep one to second, back in the hole. Johnson has to get back to cover first, but he does so successfully. So that'll bring Frank to the plate. 1 out, nobody on base. And he starts off with a 1-1 count. Swing and a miss will make it 1-2. Line drive, and that will get through the left side. Both fielders taking a stab at it over there, but neither one can touch it. So that's a 1-out single, brings Tom to the plate. He got a base hit in his first at-bat as he swings and misses at the first pitch. Looks at a curveball for strike 2. Ground ball to first, throw goes to second, that's in time. Return throw not in time. So 2 outs, runner on first. Zach got a base hit in his first at-bat, and he grounds this one to short. Throw goes to first, and that will end the top half of the inning. 1-0 Squirrels as we go to the bottom of the 4th, where Jack Wilson will lead things off. Wilson did get a base hit in his first at-bat. Say Jonathan did have 2 runners on in that first inning. As far as he's concerned, the biggest stress moment of the game. Really, probably for either pitcher, seeing as the other run was a solo homer. Wilson strikes out in this at-bat. That'll bring Xavier Nady to the plate, who struck out in his first at-bat. That fastball up and in. Don't know if it was quite a brush back, but it was up towards his head. Palm ball out of the zone, down and away. There's a fastball just grooved in for a strike. Nady was taking all the way. Swings at this one, and it's a ground ball. Jonathan misses it. It wasn't hard hit. He just plain missed, but thankfully Joey there to clean up the mess. 2 away. Here's Johnson at the plate. As I said, he's historically hit us pretty well, actually. Jonathan nearly hit him with the first pitch. He does get the second one over for a strike. That pitch down and in, down by his feet. 2-1. Palm ball put into left field, but it's going to hook well foul. It's actually going to one-hop into the seats. 2-2, 2 outs, base is empty. Inside, we've got a full count. Another fastball, this one hit right to Terry, who will pick it up and step on the bag. We go to the 5th inning. Squirrels still leading 1-0. Joey is going to lead things off for Indianapolis. Joey hit into a double play in his first at-bat. This one he lines over the second baseman's head, Rivas, and into right field. Jonathan, I'm kind of expecting a bunt here, struck out in his first at-bat. Instead, Joey takes off on a failed hit and run, and he is thrown out at second, even after Aviles did not make the greatest throw. But if you're going to miss your throw, better to miss on the runner's side than the shortstop side. So base is now empty for Jonathan with a 1-1 count after that curveball. There's a swing and a miss to make it 1-2. Ground ball to second, 2 away. Rijo wiping his brow, but he's 1 out away from getting out of this inning. Kester got a hit in his last at-bat, looks at strike 1. Grounds this one to short, Wilson to first, and we will move on to the bottom of the 5th. Squirrels still leading 1-0. The Pirates will start off with Jeff Blum in the box. Blum struck out in his first at-bat. Fastball just grooved in for strike 1. Blum not being aggressive. Hits this one, but it's a foul pop where Tom makes the grab. 1 down. Here's Aviles, who struck out in his first at-bat. First pitch is too low. Swing and a miss on a slider he probably didn't need to swing at. Another high one he chases, 1-2. Curveball bounces in, 2-2. A ground ball to short, Joey on to first. 2 down, Niger Morgan ground out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on the palm ball. That will end the 5th inning. We go into the 6th. Marvin is due up for the Squirrels. They still lead 1-0. That solo home run still the only difference in the game. Marvin 0 for 2. Rijo, see if he can get through this inning or not. Starts off with the backdoor slider. Feels like he's thrown that pitch a lot this game. That fastball grooved in there, but Marvin does not swing. Swings at this one, but comes up empty. 1 down. Here's Chief. He's homered and struck out. And I think he just homered again. Over the Clemente wall, his 7th home run of the year. This one to right field near the foul pole, 423 feet. It's a 2-0 game. Both runs solo Chief homers. And that will knock Rijo out of the game. Matt Capps is going to come in and try to keep this in thin striking distance for the Pirates. Terry 0 for 2, a fly out and a ground out. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down, here's Frank. He's 1 for 2. He and Chief now tied with 7 home runs apiece, tied for 3rd on the team. Line drive right down the 3rd base line, and will that be a double? No, Frank thinks better of it. Stays at first. 2 out single then. Here's Tom. He's 1 for 2. Got his base hit in his first at-bat. Has an 0-2 count in this at-bat. And does not chase that pitch. Nor that one. It's 2-2. Outside, we got a full count with 2 outs. Frank will be off with the pitch. And Tom looks at strike 3. Yeah, that was a little anticlimactic. All right, we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Cap spot in the order is due up. We'll see if the Pirates let him hit or not. I kind of figured they would. It's not the worst idea. I don't think it's what I would have done, but it's defensible anyway. He's got a 1-1 count. That slider is too high. Grounds this one to third, but it's foul. 2-2. Jonathan throws him a curveball, and it's fouled away. Pops this one up higher. Tom makes the grab. One down. Here's Chris Duffy. 1 for 2 on the day. Jonathan up to 6 strikeouts after 2 trips through the Pirates' order. Duffy with an 0-2 count. As he hits this one towards second, Joey able to grab it on the fly. Luis, I keep on calling him Jose. I have no idea why. Luis Rivas looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Called strike 3. Rivas doesn't like the call, but we are going on to the 7th inning anyway. And good timing, because Jonathan's spot in the order is coming up this inning anyway. We're starting off with Zach. 2-0 Squirrels now. So both runs off of solo Chief homers. Zach looks at strike 1. He does already have a base hit in this game. Hits this one in the left, but it's way foul. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Joey to the plate. Got a base hit in his last at-bat. That changeup stays high. Hit towards, well, actually Johnson's I was gonna say towards second, but Johnson makes the catch. Let's go get Whiteman. I feel like we just need to get him going. Plus, he is going to get to bat left-handed. I hadn't really thought about that, but that does seem to be his stronger side. As he looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. That fastball too high. Whiteman does not chase it. Swings at this one, and it will get over Rivas' head and into right field. 2-out single brings Kester to the plate. He's 1 for 3. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Check over on first. I do not believe Whiteman will be running, and if he does, it will be against my wishes. Ground ball to second, and that will end the inning. 7th inning stretch time. Squirrels lead 2-0. The Pirates will start off with Jack Wilson on the other side. Let's get Gonzalez in there to pitch. He was good in his last outing. The one before that, we don't need to talk about. You know, everybody has an off day, and Gonzalez definitely had one the other day. Well, not the other day. It's been a week or so now? Week and a half? Maybe even 2 weeks. Gets a ground ball out of Wilson to third. 1 down. Here's Xavier Nady. He's 0 for 2. That splitter misses outside. Changeup gets a swing and a miss. Fastball is inside. 2-1. Changeup's outside. We've got a 3-1 count. Swing and a miss. It makes it a full count. Goes with the splitter and gets another swing and a miss. 2 away. Here's Johnson, who's ground out in both at-bats so far today. As he looks at strike one. That pitch is too low. Swing and a miss will make it 1-2. Swing and a miss. Looked like he was totally lost on that splitter. And that will end the 7th inning. Very strong outing for Gonzalez there. Sure, still a little bit pissed off about how it went recently. We go to the 8th. Squirrels still leading 2-0. Marvin is going to lead things off. Do believe he is 0 for 3. Though I also think this is his first left-handed at-bat. Maybe second, but I think this is the first one for him. He's got an 0-2 count. Caps is starting to wipe his brow. Pirates might have to use another arm to get through the 9th. Ground ball to short. That'll be the first out of the inning. And the hero of the day, Chief, 2 for 3 with 2 home runs. 1 to left, 1 to right. Looks at strike one. Grounds this one foul down the first base line. 0-2. Looks at strike 3. 2 away. Here's Terry. He is 0 for 3. And he will look at strike one. Grounds this one fair. And will it be an infield hit? No, Blum has the arm. A little bit surprised. That was a good throw by Blum. Squirrels still up 2-0, and Blum will lead things off in the bottom half of the 8th. It is a save situation, so we don't want our back-end bullpen to get too rusty. So Hermida in to do his setup inning. Haven't seen them near as often lately. Been losing a lot more games, though we've also not been playing our frontline guys as often. I'm sure there is a correlation there. Blum 0 for 2 on the day. Fouled out in his last at-bat. Looks at strike one on a curveball. Looks at strike two on a fastball. Fouls this one off to stay alive. Line drive to short. Joey makes the grab. 1 down. Aviles to the plate. Curveball misses. This one's in there for a strike. 1-1. High fastball out of the zone. Another curveball. This one called a ball. 3-1. Throws another curveball and gets a weak grounder back to Hermida. 2 down. Here is Niger Morgan. He will start off with a curveball for strike one. Oh. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Oh, almost spiked that fastball. So he throws a curveball and gets a swing and a miss. That ends the 8th inning. We go to the 9th. Squirrels still leading 2-0. Frank will lead things off to try to get more insurance. Frank is 2 for 3. Struck out in his first at-bat, 2 singles since. Hits this one high in the air. Will Morgan get there? He's fast, but not that fast. That one lands on the line, and Frank is in there with a leadoff double. I actually did think Morgan would get there. Maybe didn't take the greatest route to the ball. Had to wait for that bounce to come down too, so Jonathan probably could have had a stand-up double if he'd wanted. Tom looks at strike one. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Caps, I say, he's looking pretty gassed out there. Tom fouls that one away. This one's too low. 1-2. Hit towards third, but foul again. Caps just cannot get anything on the ball, but Tom can't keep the ball fair. Another fouled off pitch. Caps is going to end up with a hurt arm out there if he doesn't. Well, there finally a swing and a miss. And the Pirates will go and get him.
Your attention, please.
Matt Graybo's going to take over.
Pirates, number 34, John.
Or John Graybo. Where did I get Matt from? John Graybo. I could think I've even seen him pitch in Indianapolis too. Zach 1 for 3 so far on the day. Runner in scoring position with an out. Backdoor slider to start off this at-bat. This one bounces in. We've got a 1-1 count. Up the middle, that'll be a base hit. I don't think it'll score a run though. Nope. Hit a little too sharply. So leaves runners on the corners for Joey. Still only the one out. Joey has hit into one double play already today. That one's not going to be it though. It'll fall into right field for RBI single. So let's go get another pinch hitter. Let's throw Iwata out there. Just want to get the very new guys as many hacks as I can. 2 on, 1 out. First pitch, changeup for strike 1. Grounds this one to second. Rivas tags out the runner and then throws to first to end the inning. Squirrels do add on another. It's 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the 9th. Pirates starting off with that pitcher position. Did not realize they only have 2 hits on the day. I didn't realize we'd been quite that dominant. It is still a safe situation, so here comes Shibuya. Looked better in his last outing. He's also been rocky all month, really. This should be about as low stress as it gets. Pirates are going to let Graybo hit? What? Okay. Letting Caps hit earlier, he had just come in the game. They might have wanted to get some length. I could defend that one. Cannot defend that one at all. And Graybo grounds out to first. Here's Chris Duffy. He, I believe, is 1 for 3 as he watches that pitch down in the dirt. Hits this one towards third. Chief makes the grab. Pirates down to their last out. Rivas is 0 for 3. Hits a weak grounder. Kester will pick it up, toss to first, and that is your ball game. Final score today, 3-0 Squirrels. 2 of those 3 runs are solo Chief home runs. The other one, a double and a hit in the 9th. And we'll go take a look at these home runs now. Say neither one had any doubt to them. In fact, I think that one to right left the stadium. I didn't realize that at the time, but I think that got clear over the right field stands. Oh, and then Jonathan is your player of the game, not Chief. That feels like robbery. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we got one more here in Pittsburgh tomorrow. We will see you then.